After 8 months of work, finally it's done. This is Otrerson International Airport, and let's get into it. Hi everyone, welcome back to otter.aviation. I hope you had a fantastic day. Today I'm doing the Otrerson International Airport update. This is the first update of this airport. Both Otrerson Airport and Otrerson City are located in Colorado between the mountains and the meadows. But firstly, let's make a tour around the airport. On the side of the road, we have Skyline Coffee and the Otrerson Flag Museum, which has this MiG-15 outside. And we have this road, this rental of cars. Also this one from Hertz, and we have some entries to the airport. On here we have the check-in place. We have this awesome Frontier building for check-in, and we have this road with its parallel to the taxiway of the airport. And over here you can see the entry for vehicles into the airport. This airport consists of 4 terminals. On Terminal A, we have all these airlines and some international flights. Most of the gates of Terminal B are from international flights. Meanwhile, all Terminal B gates have their own owner. And Terminal C is mostly occupied by DHL and their associates. And also we have this General Aviation Zone and this Military Zone. As you can see, this Terminal 1, it has its interiors because it's 3D printed, and we have the garden of the terminal. The only zone that doesn't have interiors of Concourse A is this building for only Sky Team. So as you can see, the garden is open, and also the terminal has some lighting. In the future, I'm willing to put more illumination to the airport. Here near the cargo terminal, we have this hangar, this building of the ATC tower, and this massive hangar. Inside it has some things I will show you next. So here's the gas station for all gas trucks, and also this firefighter's base with a training plane. As I said before, I'm having a special guest in this video, so stay into the end. Also, another crazy thing about Otrerson is that it has been snowing even though it's summer, so it's crazy. So starting off in Terminal A, we have this Boeing 737-300 in the Desert Gold livery and the Shamu SeaWorld livery, which it came from San Diego, and also it's going to San Diego. Next, we have this American Airbus A320-200 Neo, which came from Dallas Fort Worth and then is going to Phoenix Sky Harbor. Here we have this Frontier Airbus A320 Neo in the Chinook the Great Wolf livery. Just came in from Puerto Vallarta and is going to Las Vegas. And here, about to do pushback, we have this A330-300 from Aer Lingus. Just came into Dublin and it's going again to Dublin. On this Sky Team gate, we have this Aeromexico 787 Dreamliner. Just came from Mexico City and it's going to Tokyo Narita. Also, we have this Aeromexico 737-700. Last night he came from Mexico City and now it's going to Mexico City again. Next, we have this Aeromexico Connect E190. Just came from Hermosillo and in an hour is going again to Hermosillo. Next, we have this United 737-800 with this funny winglets. It came from Colorado Springs and then it's going to Chicago O'Hare. And for closing Terminal A, we have this Polaris A320. It came from Guadalajara and it's doing pushback to go to Tijuana. Now starting Terminal C, we have this Cessna 408 from FedEx Feeder. It came from Memphis and it's going to Memphis again. Next, we have this CRJ-200 from DHL, which is operated by Aeronaves TSM. It's loading off cargo from Tijuana. And lastly, we have this DHL 737-800. It came from Cincinnati and now it's loading on to go to East Midlands. Starting with the general aviation, so we have this Cessna Citation 5 from NetJets, and it just arrived from Aspen. Next, we have this Dassault Falcon, which is loading their passengers, and it's going to St. Martin. And to finish this zone, we have this Navy Black Hawk helicopter, which came from Offutt. And now we're starting with the military zone. There's only 3 planes but 1 in service. And this Dassault Falcon from the Mexican Air Force, which brought Mexican Navy Special Forces for training. Starting Terminal B, we have this massive 747-400 freighter. It's from Air China Cargo and it's still loading cargo from Shanghai. On the other side, we have this A320neo from Allegiant, which came from Las Vegas and then is going to Grand Island. And finally, we have this A330-800 from Air Greenland. It's an inaugural flight from Nuuk and it just landed. Starting off with the taxiways and the runways, we have this Lufthansa Airbus A350. It just came from Frankfurt and it's just taxiing into the gate. Next over here we have this A320-200 from JetBlue, which came from Boston and now it's doing pushback to go to New York LaGuardia. Just taxiing into the runway, we have this Delta Boeing 737-800, which came from Minneapolis, St. Paul, and now it's going to depart to Boston. And here waiting to the Delta to pass, we have this Cessna Citation that it's going to Corte Palma Airport or Juby Studios Airport. Here waiting in the line, we have this DHL 737-500 operated by Swiftair, which is going to Cincinnati. After that, we have these 2 fighter jets being escorted into runway 3. They're doing a training flight, so they're coming back, so they're not going anywhere. And finally, our special guest of this video is Juban from Juby Studios.
Yo guys, I'm UV Studios and today I am excited to announce this new route departing from Otrerson Airport, and it is this United CRJ-200 which is flying to my very own Snow Peak Airport, and I am very excited for this route and thanks for having me in this airport update.
Thanks to you, Juby, for appearing in my update. Then behind we have this Aerolíneas Farias Boeing 717, which is going to Monterrey, Mexico. Just taxiing off the runway, we have this Boeing 737-800 from Mercado Libre, which came from Hermosillo and it's taxiing to the gate. And finishing with the taxiing planes, we have this Delta Connection ERJ-145, which came from Des Moines, Iowa, and is taxiing into the gate. Just starting with the Terminal D or domestic terminal, we're having this American Eagle CRJ-200 which came from Jackson Hole Airport. Next we have this ERJ-145 from Mexicana, which is preparing for the flight to Cabo San Lucas, which is a new seasonal route. Over here we have this Otrerson Air Connection Cessna Citation 5, and in about 30 minutes it's going to Grand Junction. Finally, we have this United Express CRJ-200, which is preparing for the flight to Denver Airport. That does conclude this airport update, and please share it, subscribe, and give a like. Also, I recommend you subscribing to Juby Studios. It has a lot of aviation content and much more things. And remember what Luke 6:28 says. Bless those who curse you, and pray for those who abuse you. I hope you like this video. God bless you, and I hope you have a fantastic week.